Hi, this is Jeanette, and welcome to The Bridge Within. This weekend, my mother, my youngest, and I went to see my middle girl, my middle child. And while we were there, I learned something new about her, and I felt really bad that I didn't know about it earlier so I could help her through it. But I guess maybe this is something she had to go through on her own, and eventually she did get help. So she had this reoccurring dream. She said she had it since she was a small child. I don't know what age that would be. And she had it up until she was in her 20s. And it was always pretty much the same. It was this dark, shadowy man, a shadow figure with a hat. And he was smart and he was always after her, and he always could predict what she was going to do. He was like always 2 steps ahead of her. No matter what she did, she couldn't shake him off her. He was always just right on her heels, and she felt like he wanted to do something bad to her, like he wanted to harm her. And just before he could do anything, catch her, she would always wake up. And she said the last time she had her dream, like I said, it was in her 20s, and he was doing the same thing. He was right on her back, right on her heels, ready to catch her. And she said, just as she was about ready to give hope, because he was approaching fast and she could no longer outrun him, there was a light. A light opened up in this wall, and it was like a portal. And there was a group of people in there. And so she went into the light, and the people embraced her and protected her and kept her from this man. And healed her. And she said she never had the dream since then. I believe. I don't know why. I just truly believe that was like a real thing, in another dimension that she went through. And I couldn't help her. I'm her mother. But I'm so grateful there were other people that could help my daughter and could heal her from that trauma and empower her. And then my other daughter, my youngest daughter, I remember her telling me she was always so afraid of dying. She felt like she was not good enough to go back to God when she died. And we grew up, they grew up in um, a high demand religion in a Mormon church. And so she didn't think that she was going to be going to a very good place, which she's such a good person. I feel my heart breaks that she felt like she was not good enough. Sometimes I feel like we expect perfection from ourselves, and God doesn't expect perfection from us. He expects us to do our best. And sometimes our best just isn't that great. But you know what? We're flawed, and we were created, kind of flawed. So, you know, we learn from those flaws. So it's I think it's just part of the plan. And my daughter, like I said, she's a really good person. She's very kind-hearted, very empathetic. Empath- she has a lot of empathy, and um, she forgives easy. Anyways, so she had 2 dreams, and in both dreams, she died. She died in very different ways. And in both dreams, she went up to meet God and to live with God again. And I think that helped her to find peace that when her time is up on this earth, that she will be going back to God, that she is good enough, that God loves her and embraces her just as she is. And I'm sorry I can't share any of the details of her dream with her because I can't remember. And honestly, she couldn't remember. She could remember having those dreams, but she could not remember the details of them either. I just remember the deaths were very different. So it didn't matter how she died because the result was always the same. She went back to her creator. So remember that. We don't have to be perfect. And there's always help on the other side for us. So, anyways, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope you take care. and have sweet dreams, healing dreams, uplifting dreams, and dreams that guide you to joy and happiness. Good night.